Okay, well, student, very good noon to everyone. And as you know, today we will study mineral and energy resources, in which topic is that energy resources. Okay, before it, we studied the classification of the resources or the minerals, in which we studied the metallic minerals and the non-metallic minerals, and thereafter we studied energy resources. Energy resources, it means conventional source of energy. We studied coal, petroleum, and natural gas, and thereafter today we will study non-conventional source of energy, that are solar energy, wind energy, thermal energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, and many more other renewable sources of energy. Okay, that is the question. So many times in the previous classes we studied about the sustainable development. So I'm asking you, do you know about sustainable development? Sustainable development. Anyone can reply. What is sustainable development? Aksa Zakir. Yes, yes, yes. It means whatever just we are using the energy resources in the modern time, definitely these are the limited sources of energy. That's why we should uh, search some of the other alternate that are the renewable sources of energy, that are the non-conventional source of energy. Because of if traditionally and conventional sources of energy we are using since a long time, that are the coal, petroleum, and natural gas. But these are the fossil fuels. Already I explained about it. These are the fossil fuels. There are three product: coal, petroleum, and natural gas. So these reserve under the surface in limited quantity. That's why we need to get some of the other alternate of renewable sources of energy, that are non-conventional source of energy. So according to the classification, this is the energy resources. We can classify it into two major parts. Okay, so that is first, already we studied about it. That is first, it means conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources, right? And second one, today we will study non-conventional non-conventional sources of energy. So I'm asking to Manvi Gangwar, reply, what is the difference between conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy? क्या डिफरेंस है? कन्वेंशनल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी क्या होते हैं एंड नॉन कन्वेंशनल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी क्या होते हैं? डू यू नो? Okay. Are you hearing me, Manvi Gangwar? Yes. Yes, yes. Aksa Zakir also is willing to say, okay, Aksa, reply. Okay, 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 okay. It means limited in quantity, right? Okay, 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 okay. Very good. And other students, Dibyanshi Dwivedi, are you hearing me? Dibyanshi, Vanshika Dwivedi, Dibyanshu Bhadoria. Yes, you can reply. Whatever the other features of and other differences between the non-conventional source and the conventional source of energy. Okay, okay. It means the example of conventional source of energy. It means coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Okay, natural gas, right? And next thing that you told right now, that is these are the accessible resources. Okay, It means we can say non-renewable resources. Okay, if we compare the non-conventional sources of energy to the non-conventional source of energy, so we can differentiate just the example of non-conventional source of energy, in which wind energy, okay, wind energy, okay, very good, tidal energy, right, very good, and geothermal, okay, etc. And these are the resources of energy are non-renewable source of energy, right? Next, the different, that is, these are the renewable sources of energy, right? So these are the difference between conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy. Okay, the question I am asking you, that is, imagine that if we are depending completely on the conventional source of energy in our country, so what would happen in coming future? Just we are not using any amount of the non-conventional source of energy in the current era, and completely we are depending on the conventional source of energy like coal, petroleum, and nature. So in coming future, what would be happen? Manvi Gangwar, Manvi Gangwar, are you hearing me? Reply. What are your ideas? Okay. Question is that uh, just nowadays completely we are depending on the conventional source of energy. Okay, so what would be happening in coming future if we are depending completely on the fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, and natural gas, and we are not using the non-conventional source of energy like wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, geothermal, and biogas? So what would be happen in coming future? We would be able to receive to make access of the energy resources in coming future for a long term. So what is your idea? What are you thinking? Any other student? Vanshika, Dibyansi? So okay, that we are all knowing about it. All the resources would be finished in coming future, in near future. So that is the ultimately I want to ask you, what would be happen? Suppose that just we are getting it finished in near future, and thereafter, anyone can reply. I'm seeing how many participants. Just only the Aksha Zakir, Divyasi Dwivedi, Manvi, Swayam Shukla. Swayam Shukla, are you hearing me? Swayam Shukla. Okay. So do you know something about it? Okay, I'm telling you. Completely, we are depending on the conventional source of energy. Definitely, it would be exhausted in coming future, in near future. And after finishing these resources that are the fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas, we would not be able to complete our need or requirement for energy as a power, because we are not able to develop these non-conventional sources of energy like wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, geothermal, and biogas. It means these are the eco-friendly energy. If we are producing the energy from the non-conventional source of energy, definitely there would be no harmful effect for the environment. So definitely this is the need of our. We should we should take a alternate to develop these potentials, these resources of non-conventional source of energy in coming future, and the dependency on the conventional source of energy would be reduced, and definitely our environmental degradation would be reduced. Okay. Also, we will complete, we will maintain the ecology or the ecosystem, and the dependency on the conventional source of energy resources would be reduced. तो आज जो हम पूरी तरह से डिपेंड रहते हैं कि भाई कोल, पेट्रोलियम, नेचुरल गैस, है ना, a little proportion of power in our country we are using from wind energy, solar energy, and tidal energy. But according to the temperature in our country or the climatic condition in our country, completely the northwestern country of India like Rajasthan and western coastal region, it is very much potential area to generate electricity, to generate power, to generate energy. So these non-conventional sources of energy, wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, geothermal, and biogas. Because of on the west coastal region, that is the Kathiawar region, Gujarat coastal region, Rajasthan, and Western Ghat. These are the coastal region of Western India and very much advantageous, very much potential area for the tidal energy, wind energy, and solar energy. तो हमारी कंट्री में जो राजस्थान एंड गुजरात दो ऐसे स्टेट हैं, so much potential are there. We can generate energy from wind power, windmill, solar energy, and tidal energy on the coastal region at the time of high tides are coming, uh, on the coastal region. So these resources we will study. Okay, if we classify conventional source of energy in which only the coal, petroleum, natural gas, these are limited in quantity. But here, non-conventional source of energy, wind energy, solar, tidal, geothermal, and other sources, these are the renewable sources. There is no concern about in coming future they will be finished or the collapsed. Always they are coming whatever we are using every day. How much we are developing or generating the electricity from non-conventional source of energy, always the quantity and supply of these resources would not be reduced. This is the plus factor regarding, and also these are the eco-friendly. There is no pollution, either the environment pollution or other kind of pollution from the non-conventional source of energy. So this is the need of country. We should divert, we should develop these sources of energy that are non-conventional source of energy. Okay. So, according to the text, fossil fuels sources such as coal, petroleum, and natural gas are nuclear energy use exhaustible raw materials. So, these are the raw materials, these are non like coal, petroleum, natural gas, exhaustible raw material. Sustainable energy sources are only the renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, and biomass. Already explained. So these energy sources are more equitably distributed and environmental friendly. If we want to distribute among the society here and there in the region to region of India, definitely it is very easy to distribute as well as it is eco-friendly. Non-conventional energy sources will provide more sustained. It means whatever the sources that are the non-conventional source of energy, it is more sustained for the eco. It means it is eco-friendly, cheaper energy after the initial cost of taken care. Whatever the initial cost, whatever we are generating the electricity from coal, petroleum, natural gas, the generation cost is much higher than the non-conventional source of energy. अगर हम नॉन कन्वेंशनल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, इट वुड बी वेरी चीपर, ये बड़ा सस्ता पड़ेगा. एंड इफ वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्रॉम कोल, पेट्रोलियम, इट इज very much costly, right? So first, we will study nuclear energy sources. In the term of new era, whatever the thorium, uranium, and other atoms that are produced in the country to country in the world, and also these are the raw materials used for the atom bombs and other weapons for atomic power. So, importance of nuclear energy could be observed. Nuclear energy has emerged as a viable source of recent time. Viable source, it means not only we are using for energy resources, but also nuclear molecules and these thorium and uranium are used for the atom bombs and many more weapons for the nuclear battle. So, important minerals used for the generation of nuclear energy are uranium and thorium. Uranium deposits occur in the Dharwad rocks. Dharwad rocks region where uranium is found, and geographically uranium ore are known to occur in several locations along the Singhbhum copper belt. Singhbhum district of Jharkhand, that is the copper belt here. Uranium reserve are found. It is also found in Udaipur, that is the state of Rajasthan, and Alwar, Jhunjhunu district of Rajasthan. दुर्ग डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़, बांद्रा डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, कुल्लू डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ हिमाचल प्रदेश. These are the reserve and area of production of uranium, right? Now thorium. Thorium is mainly obtained from the monazite and limestone, ilmenite in the beach sand along the coast of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So you know Kerala is the coastal state and Tamil Nadu also the eastern Ghat state on the coastal region of India. So that's why you can get the area of monazite to produce thorium. World richest monazite deposits occur in the Palaghat and Kollam district of Kerala. Kerala region is rich for the production of monazite, and thereafter we can produce from monazite, that is the thorium. Near Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, and something you can produce from Visakhapatnam, that is the production of thorium, and Mahanadi River in delta of Odisha state. This is the field of thorium production. Move further. Atomic Energy Commission was established in 1948. After established the commission, 1948, it was the Commission for Atomic Energy, and progress could be made only after the establishment of the Atomic Energy Institute at Trombay in 1954. Then 1954 at Trombay, that means Atomic Energy Commission was established. Thereafter, we started to produce uranium, thorium, and nuclear power energy at very higher speed. Was renamed as the Bhabha Atomic Research Center in 1967. Later, it was known Bhabha Atomic Research Center, that was established in 1967. The important nuclear power projects are Tarapur. These are the important and major nuclear power center in our country. Tarapur, Maharashtra; Rawat Bhata near Kota, Rajasthan; Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu; Narora, Uttar Pradesh; Kaiga, Karnataka; and Kakrapara, Gujarat. And that is very important thing. Every time in the examination, final examination, mostly these nuclear power center of the country are asked. You have to locate and label in the map of India. There is the location of Kakrapara, location of Kaiga, location of Narora, location of Rawatbhata, location of Tarapur. Okay, so you have to identify. Okay, move further. Next, we will study solar energy. Right. If we talk about the solar, village to village in rural area, you can observe most of the people, they are using the solar energy in the form of energy. And whatever the domestic use of energy, like burning the bulb and moving fan, and some of the little amount of energy are used in the domestic use in our country, India, mostly in the rural India. So it is very advantageous. It is very cheaper than the power that we are consuming from the electricity department or many more other companies of power. So next we are going to study, that is the non-conventional source number 2, solar energy. Okay. India is the hot climatic country, you know very well, and most of the time, almost on an average, almost 6 months we get higher amount of energy as a temperature in our country, India. That's why we can see in our country we can receive a higher amount of energy from solar energy. So, what is the methodology? What is the system establish the project of solar plant? You all know very well, because house to house everyone is using the solar energy. Okay. So sun rays tapped in photovoltaic cell can be converted into the energy. So have you seen a photovoltaic plate? Most of the time, people just they put on the roof of the house. मकानों की छत पे आपने प्लेट देखी होगी. आप में से भी कुछ लोग हैं जिनके मकान पे छत पर प्लेट होगी. So have you seen anyone? Reply. आप किसी ने देखा है सोलर प्लेट को? सोलर पैनल बोलते हैं. That is put on the roof of the house. Okay. So that is known photovoltaic cell, and it absorbs the heat, that is energy from the solar, that means sun. Okay. So this is the system known as the solar energy. In two effective processes considered to be very effective to tap solar energy are photovoltaics and solar thermal technology. Different kind of technology is being used to produce energy from voltaic and directly to get heat from the sun rays. Okay, solar thermal technology has some relative advantage overall on non-renewable energy sources. It is the cost competitive, environmental friendly, and easy to contrast. So there are three merits of the solar energy. That is first, it means the installment is cheaper as well as environmental friendly it is. Third is easy to construct. Right. Solar energy is 7% more effective than coal or oil based plant. That is 10% more effective than the nuclear plant. This is the advantage and plus factor of this solar energy if we compare to the conventional source of energy, that is the coal, petroleum and natural gas. So it is said that solar energy is 7% more effective than coal. कोल से भी ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होती है and 10% more effective than the nuclear. So that's why it is generally used more in the appliances like heater. We can use heater from this solar energy, crop, dryers, cooker. The western part of India has greater potential for the development of solar energy in the Gujarat and Rajasthan. So do you know what is the reason? The western part of the country, that is the area of Rajasthan and Gujarat, is known very much potential area for the production of solar energy. Why it is so? Do you know? आप लोग रिप्लाई जल्दी नहीं देते हैं. आई थिंक प्रॉब्लम इज देयर ऑफ नेटवर्क. आर यू हियरिंग मी? आप लोग मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं, ये बताइए. ओके, तो फिर आप लोग रिप्लाई क्यों नहीं देते हैं? इतना देर क्यों लग जाता है? बोलो. ओके, next we will study wind energy. Just I am asking a question you. That was the question. What is the region and state of Rajasthan and Gujarat? There is potential area in the country to produce solar energy. That is the region, you know. That is the western area. If we get photovoltaic energy from the solar panel or the solar plate, definitely it is the area of hot climatic zone. Okay. Throughout the year, the area receives high temperature as well as daytime. The area just get a higher amount of sun rays. तो ज़्यादा टाइम यहाँ पर सन रेज आती हैं. There is no barrier, no objection. Easily, the area of Rajasthan and Gujarat receive higher amount of temperature and sun rays. That's why this is the very much potential area for the production of solar energy in the country. Next we will study wind energy. Very easy, you know. So many times you heard about the windmill or the wind energy. Also you studied in the 10th standard, that is the wind power of the windmill and wind energy. So you know, wind, that means flowing air. जो बहती हुई हवा होती है, you know, always it is running in a particular direction, either the trade wind, permanent wind or the local winds. But if it is running in any direction, definitely we can use it, and also it is the renewable source of energy. It is renewable. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि हवा आ रही है, आपने वन टाइम कंज्यूम कर ली, देयर आफ्टर यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू कंज्यूम इट. है कि जितनी आई हवा आपने कंज्यूम कर ली, फिर आगे से नहीं आएगी. It is the regular process. Wherever the location of your house, definitely you are getting the wind in regular way in a particular direction. That's why we can say it is the renewable source of energy. Okay. So wind energy is absolutely pollution free. Each and every aspect of these non-conventional source of energy, that is completely pollution free. Okay. So exhaustible source of energy, inexhaustible, sorry. The mechanism of energy conversion from blowing wind is simple. That is the simple mechanism how to convert energy from wind to mechanical energy. अब wind energy से mechanical energy को कैसे convert करें? It is very simple. And to know, that is the kinetic energy of wind. Kinetic, it means गतिज ऊर्जा. Okay. So through turbine is converted into the electrical energy. You know, there is turbine that is the device, as a mechanical device. ये एक mechanical device होती है that is not turbine. Either any engine or the tractor and bus or other automobile vehicles, there is a turbine device. Produce it produced always at the time of running or operating the engine. Regularly we can produce the energy from device that is non turbine. तो ट्रैक्टर होता है, बस, कार, इनमें एक टरबाइन लगा होता है. इफ योर इंजन इज ऑपरेटिंग, योर इंजन इज मूविंग, योर फ्लाई व्हील और फ्लाई व्हील आर मूविंग, डेफिनेटली वी कैन यूज द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्रॉम टरबाइन. द टरबाइन जनरेट अ करंट. टरबाइन जब मूव करता है तो एक करंट जनरेट होता है, दैट इज द मैग्नेटिक करंट, एंड इट इज कलेक्टेड इन द ऑन द फ्लाई ओवर, सॉरी, फ्लाई व्हील कहना चाहिए. तो दैट इज मैकेनिक एनर्जी. तो जो एनर्जी थी उसको हमने मैकेनिक एनर्जी बना लिया, एंड उस मैकेनिक एनर्जी को हम यूज कर रहे हैं जस्ट लाइक ए एनर्जी पावर. ओके. So the permanent wind system such as the trade wind, westerlies wind, whatever the wind that are coming from the western area, that is known the westerlies wind. हिंदी में कहते हैं पछुआ हवाएं. In our North India, at the time of summer season, in the month of April, May and June, most of the time you can see westerlies wind in our North India. And seasonal winds also can be seen region to region in our country according to the climatic condition. Or monsoon have been used as a source of energy. And at the time of monsoon, when rainy season is started in our country, North India and South India, during this time also we can get the energy and we can produce the energy according to the wind power. Beside these, local wind and land of the sea breeze can also be used for the produce electricity. So region to region, time to time, season to season in our country India, according to the direction and speed of the wind, we can produce the wind energy. Right? It is clear. India already has started generating wind energy. Already our country started generating wind energy in Rajasthan state of India, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka. Favorable conditions for the wind energy exist because of the climatic condition. These are the area of the country favorable condition to produce wind energy. Okay. Next we will study tidal and wave energy. Very easy. So many times we studied about the tide. So do you know tide? दिव्यांशु भदौरिया, आपने कभी टाइड सुना है? टाइड आप लोग सुन पा रहे हैं मुझे? बोलो बोलो, रिस्पॉन्स करिए. तो डू यू नो अबाउट टाइड, टाइडल एनर्जी? हैव यू सीन द ओशियन वाटर बॉडीज? कभी आपने सागर समुद्र देखा है? ओके. सो यू विजिट द ओशियन एरिया, डेफिनेटली यू नो अबाउट द वेब्स ऑफ ओशियन. तो ओशियन की वेब्स आपने देखी है कभी? ओशियन में सरफेस ऑफ द वाटर बॉडीज ऑफ ओशियन इज कमिंग द these waves are used to produce energy on the coastal areas. कोस्टल एरियाज पर ये वेव्स यूज कर ली जाती हैं. एंड व्हाट इज द मैकेनिज्म हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी फ्रॉम द वेव्स? आई विल टेल यू. So ocean currents are the storehouse of infinite energy, not finite, infinite energy sources that are known ocean current. Over the surface of the ocean, always it could be seen some of the times the currents, either the cold current or the warm currents, are moving on the surface of water. That are known ocean currents. These ocean currents are very much required to produce the wave energy or the tidal energy on the coastal region. Okay. As well as persistent effort were made to create a more efficient energy system from the ceaseless tidal wave and ocean current. It means very strict steps have been taken by the central government of India how to encourage non-conventional source of energy, in which especially for the coastal region, how to produce wind energy, wave energy and tidal energy. Large tidal waves are known to occur along the west coast of India, because if we observe on the western coastal region of India, definitely large and higher tides are observed. बहुत ऊंचे ऊंचे ज्वार आते हैं, ऊंची ऊंची तरंगे आती हैं, that are on the waves. Hence India has great potential for the development of tidal energy along the coastal, means जहाँ पर हमारा तटीय क्षेत्र है, coastal region है, definitely we can say most of the time we can use these waves as a tidal energy. And but so far these have not yet been utilized, but just we are lagging to install and establish the system how to produce energy on the coastal region. Just we are lagging. तो अभी हम कहीं ना कहीं इस पे वर्क नहीं कर रहे हैं ज़्यादा, है ना, हम इसको एनकरेज नहीं कर रहे हैं. दैट इज द ड्रॉबैक ऑफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. तो दो ज़्यादा नॉन कन्वेंशनल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी डेफिनेटली वी शुड encourage how to produce energy because of it is very cheaper rather than other the sources like coal, petroleum and natural gas. Okay. Geothermal energy, and I want to tell you that is the concept of tidal energy. In what way we can generate the electricity on the coastal region of Western Ghat and Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay, so you know that is the ocean area, and this is the water level of ocean, and just this is the area of country that is the Western Ghat. Okay, तो हम इसको मान लेते हैं Western Ghat. Okay, ये Western Ghat है. You know, either the ocean current or the waves of ocean is coming towards the coastal region of Western Ghat. Just these are the high tide waves. ये क्या है? ये high tide waves आ रही हैं just in this way. Okay, in the round shape, high tide waves. At the time of high tide waves, the running water of ocean waves we can use to install or establish a device that is non-turbine. Okay, so this turbine we can install on the coastal region at the time of high tide, when the force of running water, the force of waves will collide to the turbine, then turbine will start moving. Okay, तो टरबाइन क्या होगा, यहाँ पे टरबाइन जो हमारा सेट है वो क्या करेगा, मूव करेगा. When it will start moving, definitely it will generate the current in the form of power. तो जब टरबाइन मूव करेगा तो क्या जनरेट होगा, पावर. दैट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट, सेम कॉन्सेप्ट फॉर द विंड एनर्जी एंड टाइडल एनर्जी. ऐसे ही विंड एनर्जी में होता है, टरबाइन होता है. एट द टाइम ऑफ कोलाइड एंड हिट by the wind force, the device is moving, that is the turbine, and after moving the turbine it generate the current. तो वहां पर भी जनरेट होता है करंट. वैसे ही जब ओशियन वेव्स टकराती हैं, टरबाइन घूमता है, एंड टरबाइन जब मूव करता है देयर आफ्टर इट जनरेट करंट, तो यहाँ पर भी जनरेट होता है करंट. सो यू नो, इफ ओशियन वाटर इज मूविंग, ocean waves are coming towards coastal region. Likewise, the wind power and wind is also coming towards the coastal region. These are the non-conventional energy, pollution-free energy. There is no expenditures for production of energy. Only one time we can install these mechanism. एक बार ये mechanism हमें develop करनी पड़ती है. There is no fuel, there is no power, there is no management, there is no arrangement, there is no maintenance. So it is very cheaper. Despite of it, we are failure to set up the device of turbine on the coastal region. Either the state of Rajasthan and Gujarat, they can produce a large amount of electricity from wind energy or non-conventional source of energy. Okay. Next, we will study geothermal energy. So, what is the mechanism of how to produce geothermal energy? Okay, geothermal energy. Are you hearing me? Students, please tell me. आप लोग सुन रहे हैं? हाँ, तो बीच बीच में क्वेश्चन कर लिया करो, हमें लगे कि आप लोग सुन रहे हैं, पता लगा कि हम किसको पढ़ा रहे हैं. इंटरेक्शन इज वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड. आप लोग कम्प्लीटली शांत क्यों हो जाते हैं? कोई न कोई कभी कभी क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए, अपने डाउट लाना चाहिए, यस नो कुछ तो बोलना चाहिए आप लोग. ओके, सो यू नो, जियोथर्मल एनर्जी. जियो, वेन एवर वी टॉक अबाउट द जियो, जियो मीन्स होता है अंडर द सरफेस, भूगर्भिक, धरती के अंदर. अब देखिए धरती के अंदर, दैट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट यू स्टडीड ऑलरेडी अबाउट द इंटीरियर ऑफ द अर्थ. Whatever the temperature interior of the earth in the layer of mantle and core, okay, molten material is there, and also it is come out in the form of magma on the earth surface. So it is the molten material, right? How much it is hot, how much temperature is there under the surface of the earth in the core and mantle area. तो आप सोचिए इतना ज्यादा वहां पर गर्म होता है, इतना टेम्परेचर होता है. डेफिनेटली इफ वी आर just getting the energy from under the surface.
Okay, it is over. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.